we doing any? Oh, you're just checking the volume levels.
Hello, Christy Kincaid Norris. Jacob from Robert E. Lee.
Always.
Hello, Michael.
Alan said I look like a prairie woman tonight.
I said you look like, what's that cook?
Frontier woman.
Frontier.
The redhead.
Yeah.
The prairie woman? What is she?
The
pioneer woman?
Pioneer woman?
Well, I had to get a spray tan, and so you have to put your hair up to get a spray tan, you know.
Yeah. Hello, Abraham. Rhonda, welcome.
You
Whoa.
know, when I'm wearing this outfit, I'm
Michael.
always getting a spray tan. Is that better?
What's up, Bun?
Bunhead.
What's up, Bunhead?
That's kind of fun.
It looks
like a big ball.
You look like a Asian.
All right, we're gonna dive in because there's nothing quite like just sitting here watching us watch you.
Well, we're the live studio audience is filing in. They have to file in and take their seats, babe. That's what they do. Right, guys? Hello, Jennifer Martinez. Sam, my man. Yeah, I got your text, man. Like right before we sat down. There's tornadoes all around us.
Yeah, we're good though. I just had to avoid the rain because it would speckle me because I haven't showered yet.
Seriously, there's tornadoes everywhere. Like, I think this was about an hour ago or what, 2 hours ago?
More than that, yeah.
There are tornadoes everywhere.
Like Canton, where they have, is it First Monday? First Monday.
Big flea market?
The big flea market. All right.
Okay.
Ready? Maybe?
Give me a little something.
Test 1 2 1 2. It's me.
Anita? Anita Massengill, please pick up the red courtesy phone. Anita Massengill, please pick up the red courtesy phone. You know,
I worked at Ruby Tuesdays waiting tables with the granddaughter of the man who invented the Massengill douche. He invented the douche. His name was Massengill, Dr. Massengill.
He's a smart guy. Over half the population has a need for a douche.
Actually, douching too often is not good for you. Did you just spill? Did you just spill root beer everywhere?
Why did it foam up like that?
Did it get on the carpet?
No.
Sometimes when you drink a carbonated beverage, it's very foamy, and Alan just had a foam accident. So I guess it's just you and me for a minute, folks.
Big foamy root beer.
40 days till Mexico? Really? Christy, you knew I was going to bring out the Massengill douche. Not everybody's heard that story, Christy. I will get it. Michael, I'm counting on you. I'm just going to not even pay attention. I'm not going to worry about it. I'm going to check before I post anything.
That's probably
premature foaming, someone said.
Yeah.
Santa Cruz.
Story of my life.
All right, you ready?
Hold on, Evan. Somebody's got to hit the record button.
Santa Cruz is watching.
Guess that's going to be me.
I can reach across.
You reach across. I'll let you reach around.
Welcome to another episode of A Sandwich and Some Lovin'. I'm Kelly Raspberry Evans, and this is my husband and co-host.
Hello, Alan.
Alan Evans. Walter Alan Evans.
That's me.
That's you. And we have got a podcast for you. Boy, howdy do we.
That is a very generic intro.
Well, what do you want to do? You want to do something more specific?
Maybe you could say, aren't you supposed to use different adjectives when you're praising children? You know how you, instead of saying, good job, you're supposed to say, fantastic effort.
We've got a fantastic effort podcast coming up for you tonight.
Oh, okay.
How's that?
That's beautiful.
You know, I was listening to Loose Lips and Childbearing Hips, our sister podcast, and what they do is they write intros for each other each week. So it's always different.
That takes too much work.
See, exactly.
Yeah.
So you're just gonna complain about what I do and not change it. Unless I change it.
I'd rather just wing it. Just come up with it as we go.
But I come up with it every week, and it's the same thing every week.
Oh, yeah. Well, that was just a generic intro. Do we have a podcast for you, listener?
Yeah, boy howdy we do.
Yes, we do. Boy,
We do.
howdy.
We have a lot to talk about.
But we do. You're right.
We've had a lot of stuff happen since our last podcast. We've got stuff coming up that's pretty exciting for our podcast. We're going to talk about some stuff that's going on in the world right now. And by the world, I mean on the Bachelorette, because Alan is semi-invested. Not really, but I am invested. And I'm just telling you guys what. This is a season you need to be watching.
I'll be invested as long as that knucklehead Cam is part of this equation.
Well,
That
spoiler
guy.
alert.
That guy.
I got a spoiler alert if anybody cares coming up. But if you haven't watched, go back, watch on demand Bachelorette, because I'll be honest, I was not enthused about Hannah Brown being the Bachelorette. I thought she wasn't going to be great because she didn't have anything to say. When they told her she won, she was speechless. When they brought her out on the live show, she was speechless. Literally, she had nothing to say. And now, man,
I'll tell you
it's
what.
just been so awesome.
I'll tell you
I'm having
one-
so much fun.
I'll tell you one thing about Hannah Brown. She's as horny as a 3-balled alley cat.
A 3 what?
A 3-balled alley cat.
3 bald alley cat. I
Yes.
think it's in the delivery.
Did you not understand?
I thought you said ballied. I was like, what's a ballied?
3-balled alley cat. That's a horny alley cat.
Is it?
Well,
No.
alley cats are horny. If I have to explain the joke, it's not a good joke.
Exactly. So anyway, it's been very fun. And the
Hey.
guys on the show are highly entertaining. I have my favorites, but it's like one of those things where you can't remember anybody's names. But it's so fun. We're going to talk a little bit about that. We're going to talk about our Memorial Day party. And honestly, not a lot of drama. Had a couple of little incidents, but it wasn't near the buffoon fest I thought it
Why
was
are
gonna
you
be.
besmirching our party?
I'm not
There's lots of
besmirching it.
buffoonery.
I think it was buffoonery.
Lots of buffoonery.
Maybe there was stuff that went on that I wasn't aware of. We're having issues with our dog Larry we need to address. In fact, I'm this close to calling a doggy psychic, but I'm afraid she's going to charge me a lot of money. That's really one thing that's holding me back.
You need to drop a dime on her head. Say, do you know who I am?
She doesn't know who I am.
Say,
honey.
I've won a Gracie Award. And not only that, I'm on a podcast with
That'll do it.
the amazing Alonzo.
So I'm thinking about that. And also we had a big family dinner. My family, which is also Alan's family, but the maternal side of our family, the wife's side of the family, got together because my nephew brought home his girlfriend for everybody to meet. My
See?
niece is getting married. We got to talk about that a little bit. My 25th anniversary with Kid Craddock Morning Show coming up. I mean, we just got so much to get to.
Remember, we got about an hour.
We'll cram it all in.
Okay.
We'll cram it all in.
That's what she said.
But you know what also is coming up is Father's Day. And I've already been asking you, where do you want to go to eat? And is there anything special you would like for Father's Day? Which I am looking into a couple of his suggestions right now. But I'll tell you what, we have a great idea for Father's Day if you're looking for the perfect gift. You've heard us talk about Framebridge before.
Framebridge.
We've used them repeatedly to frame our wedding photos and very special things that we have. Like if your dad, let's say, has a special baseball that's been autographed by somebody big. Your dad has like a football signed.
He has a Witten football
Witten
and a
football.
Herschel Walker helmet.
Right. Those are very special things. Wouldn't you like to have them put in a really cool frame and preserved for him forever? Well, Framebridge can send you the packaging for that. It doesn't cost you any extra for that. You ship it off to them and they send you back the item in a beautiful frame. I think it'd be a great way to do for Father's Day. Maybe like pictures from the wedding, like your dad, who was so
Absolutely.
excited to
Yeah.
have his brother at our wedding. They hadn't seen each other in so long that we actually gave his dad a picture of that for Christmas. I'll have to come up with something else for Father's Day. But we're just thinking that Framebridge is the perfect gift to frame those memories for dad for Father's Day. Whether it's a picture or an item, Framebridge is the perfect personalized gift.
Order a custom gift for any dad in your life in minutes. It only takes minutes. We've done this many times. Go to framebridge.com and use promo code SANDWICH. You'll save an additional 15% off your first order. Just go to framebridge.com, promo code SANDWICH. That's framebridge.com, promo code SANDWICH.
That's it, babe.
We love Framebridge.
You gotta get on it because Father's Day is gonna sneak up on you real quick too. All right, so let's get started. Well, let's just work our way from the back forward.
Are you producing
right?
here, babe? Are you producing?
Well, I wrote down all these notes.
I used to do the rundown. You did the rundown, so I don't know what we're doing.
I wrote all these notes when we were having dinner at the steakhouse.
And in what order? And I got nothing.
Let's start at the top.
I'm doing the elephant walk. I'm grabbing your tail with my trunk.
Well, that'll be fun. Let's talk about our Memorial Day party. Let's start with that.
Yeah, we well, I busted my hump
3 days.
Outside trying to get everything done outside and looking pretty. Mostly landscaping. I posted a few how-to videos on our YouTube channel.
Yes.
Which is at youtube.com/a-sandwich-and-some-Lovin. But yeah, I did how to plant vincas. A vinca is a summer flower. So I did a little easy how-to video.
And somebody like me, I mean, I know it, for you, it seems like a simple thing because you do it all the time. But for somebody like me who, comes into this knowing nothing about gardening, a video like that is very helpful.
Yeah, I tried to keep it pretty easy. And then you gave me a pressure washer for Christmas, a Christmas present.
At the time,
well, at the time, I didn't scoff. I didn't scoff.
You didn't love it.
But Kelly, she gets her feelers hurt if when I open a present, I'm not doing a frickin' Mary Lou Retton floor routine.
Yeah, I want you to be excited and surprised.
Well,
you were surprised. I was not expecting a pressure washer.
I was as surprised as I could be getting a lime green pressure washer on Christmas morning. But I used that son of a gun to get ready for the party. I pressure washed that whole cement deck out there, and you saw the results.
And
it works.
And
I loved it. Yeah,
good.
It works good. And I think I'll be able to use it for all kinds of different stuff. Right? Like the house has got some black stuff on it, the mailbox.
Yeah, it's like it's weird black stuff on the
sidewalks.
Yes.
I mean, there's different nozzles so you can control the pressure of the sprays. We could even do cars with something that's not so.
Look at you loving that pressure washer.
So anyway, I did all the stuff outside to get ready for the party. You did what to get ready for the party?
I made sure that all the bathrooms had enough toilet paper. And I wiped down the counters. I didn't do a lot. As far as getting the house ready, the house is pretty orderly because the kids were gone. But I was in charge of the food and the alcohol, right? We have enough alcohol with the mixers and things like that and the little snacky things. We were trying to get an outdoor kitchen finished. It wasn't going to be finished in time. But let's be honest, if we would have bought all the meat and whatever you were going to grill, it would have cost a ton of money because we'd probably overbuy because we don't know how to buy for that many people. We had like 15 people to feed. And you would have been at that grill for hours.
Yeah.
And you wouldn't have been able to enjoy the party. So I decided, since we couldn't grill, which I think turned out to be a blessing, that I was going to order fajitas. They're easy for catering. I've done that before for parties with different restaurants, but there's a restaurant really close to where we live. But I know that I'm accused often of user error when something goes wrong. Alan, when I tell Alan something's not working correctly, he's like, it's probably user error.
Well,
meaning it's my fault.
Number one, always is user error. Number two would be check your connections. And one of those two things usually solves the problem.
Right. And I don't want to have to hear that, ladies and gentlemen. So instead of placing the online order, which they would love for you to do at this restaurant, I was like, nope. Because if my order's not ready and something's left off the order because I placed it online, what am I going to hear? User error. And I didn't want to have that on my shoulders. So I went up there on Saturday.
In person.
Our party was Monday. I went there on Saturday. When I got there, other people were there picking up their orders for delivery that they had ordered for Saturday. Yes. I wasn't picking up an order. I was placing an order for Monday.
In person.
In person. And I politely waited because he was busy filling these other people's orders. And he apologized and said, I'll be right with you. I said, not a problem, because I'm not screwing up Memorial Day. I'm going to order correctly. So when he finally got to me, I said, hi, I'm having a Memorial Day party on Monday.
Was this a manager?
It was the bar manager.
Okay.
I have to feed 15 people.
15 big people.
15 people.
15 big people.
He initially tried to sell me the smaller package. I was like, nope.
No.
Order me the big.
No.
Order me the big package because it's called the Big Daddy or something like that. I said, I want the big one.
The Big Daddy.
Something like that. I said, and we don't want any of that queso. It's too messy. Double up on the ranch dip. And, I was good. I thought I was good to go. And he forgot to ask me what time the food was going to be ready. And so, but I didn't forget. I said, do you need, after he wrote it all down, asked for my credit card and everything, and I paid. And he's like, okay, thank you. I said, don't you need to know when it's going to be ready for pickup? When I wanted to be picked up? And he said, oh, yeah. He said, what time did you need it by? I said, noon. He said, not a problem. We're opening at 11. He said, if you said any earlier than noon, that would have been a problem. So, Alan, what do I think?
You think you're going to get your food at 11?
I think it's not going to be a problem.
By noon.
By noon.
By noon.
And because I was told by people who work in the restaurant business who do takeout that those people in the back bust their butts. I can say ass on the sandwiches.
Whoa.
Bust their ass back there.
Whoa.
That's what I was told. Getting all the food ready for, to-go orders. So I tipped really well on this order because I knew it wasn't going to be screwed up.
So you tip on the order before you get your food?
Because my friend was picking it up for me. Our friends were picking it up for us, and I didn't want them to have any question. Come in, say, you've got Kelly Raspberry's order, and she's already tipped and everything's ready to go.
So you basically tip this cat for taking your order?
No, you're tipping the people in the back for preparing it.
Hadn't done anything.
But you have to tip them for the preparing of it.
You should tip them when you go pick up your food on time.
Anyway, me trying to be a decent human being and tipping them well.
Wait, I heard that.
Yes.
I heard that. I didn't say I wouldn't tip them.
Because again, see, I can't even do that right. I can't even tip right. That's user error. So anyway, noon. My girlfriend, she says, what time are you going to be there? I said, well, I told them not to have the food ready till noon. Nobody's going to show up at the party right at noon. So just pick it up at noon. That's fine. 12:02, I get a call. Your food's not ready. She said, not only is it not ready, they have no record that you ever placed the order. No record I ever placed the order, Alan.
And you received this information from one Big Russ Lowe.
Well, his wife.
Oh, Big Amy Lowe.
Well, we don't refer to her as Big Amy Lowe.
Oh, Amy Lowe.
Amy. So anyway, so she calls me. She goes, they don't even have a record that you ordered it. I was like, what? But I kept the receipt. So I snapped a picture. Well, of course, they want to know. Before I get to the receipt, she's wanting to show on the phone, well, who took the order? I described him. The guy says, I know exactly who it was. He wasn't there at the time for the pickup. He's like, I know who it was, da-da-da. So Amy said, I said, well, I have the receipt. She said, take a picture, send it to me. And I did. The copy I had didn't have the tip amount on it. I wish it did, but I only had the original. So I sent that off to him. And the manager on duty, he more than made up for it. He got that order ready really quickly.
They did.
They made it right. It was not his fault. It was the other guy's fault. But he gave us a free dessert. He gave us extra everything. It was fine. But there was that could have been a problem.
There were some tense moments. Because if you come over to Evans Manor for a party,
there's going to be food.
Well, you expect food.
Yeah, you do.
And you expect booze.
But we ended up having plenty of all of it. In fact, you didn't even crack open the margarita machine this year. And last year, that's what everybody got bombed on.
Well, you know what happened to me? What I did is I was waiting for our guests to arrive. You had gone out and bought these things. Hashtag not an ad.
No, it's not.
These things are called Truly.
I bought them for the women coming
hard
to the party.
Seltzers. I don't care who you bought it for. I cracked into one of these things, pineapple flavored. I was like, damn, that's good. And then one turned into two, then two turned into three. And before anybody got here, I'd already had four of them. I'm like,
you had four?
Yes. So
Alan.
So I'm feeling right before anybody even shows up.
Those are for the ladies.
Well, 5% alcohol. So more than a beer.
So anyway, Alan, last year, we cracked open our margarita machine, which is a wedding gift we'd never used until last year. And we all got hammered on margaritas, which is a bad hangover, all that sugar. So anyway, didn't even have a margarita this year. But our friends came over, John and Mark, and they have perfected coconut martinis.
They made coconut martinis, yeah.
And they made us coconut martinis with real coconut flakes.
Boy, they were good.
And simple sugar.
Yeah.
And it was like coconut vodka, but he has a certain brand he likes with simple sugar and then the coconut flakes. Oh,
yeah.
Perfection.
Yeah.
And then the other big hit was I got coconut soda water. It was LaCroix, coconut sparkling water. Mix that with vodka. Apparently, coconut is the flavor of summer.
No, wait a second. I mixed that with vodka. I ran more of those coconut vodkas with limes to you guys. I must have run, I don't know, 10 of those.
Thank you.
Thank you. Give me some. I just want some.
Thank you.
Give me some.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
For coming up with mixing soda and vodka.
Thank you. Thank you.
I should call it the Allen Evans.
No, you guys.
They were good. So that's what we did.
You guys went through a few of those. Russ opened the party with his now second annual belly flop.
Yeah.
Now you got to know Russ. Russ is, what do you say, babe? 6'6"?
6'5", 6'6", yeah.
260?
No idea.
I mean, he's a big guy.
Yeah.
So we said, Russ, we can't get this party started until you do what you got to do. And he kind of begrudgingly, oh, okay, whatever. And I have a video of him. I think it's one of our
We posted. I don't know what we posted.
Isn't that funny? He kind of ambled over to the platform and puts his hat on backwards.
He was ready.
Puts his shades on. And then he's like a polar bear. If a polar bear, like at the zoo, you know how they jump off the stones into the water? That's what Russ looked like.
Yeah.
A big polar bear.
It's a good one too.
It was a real good one. And then Jeff did one.
He did a back flop.
He did a back flop, and then I did a Speedo jackknife.
Yeah. You want to talk about that?
What's there to talk about?
Apparently, some people were giving my husband grief on social media. I haven't really been on social media.
Don't care. Don't care.
But
What?
Apparently, somebody mouthed off.
I'm in my backyard.
Speedo is your bit. It's like a bit. He didn't keep the Speedo on the entire time. He did it as a bit. He had on bathing suit trunks.
What a bit?
It's your
I
bit.
did my jackknife in my Speedo with my big white thighs showing, and then
But somebody had something to say. I don't even know what they said.
I hung out for, no pun intended, 30 minutes in my Speedo?
Yeah.
Okay. And everybody
gets you get surprisingly comfortable with it really quickly.
Yeah, but there was always kind of an air of a little bit of uncomfortableness. I mean, let's face it. If I'm standing next to Sergeant Sowers in a Speedo, that's inherently unstable.
Yes, if you listen to the last podcast,
we
had Sergeant Sowers from Operation Once in a Lifetime.
Right. Well, he was at the party. So I'm rolling around in a Speedo with Sergeant Sowers there. That's a little wheels off.
Were you saluting him?
Was I saluting him? No, I don't think so.
You should.
Is that code for something?
No. Memorial Day.
Oh, yeah. No, we did a Memorial Day. We did a serious Memorial Day toast. So, we understood what the day was all about. I think we didn't make a mockery of that.
But don't be coming on Alan's social media and making fun of him and his Speedo. He doesn't like it.
I don't care. Make fun of me in my Speedo. You know what I'm going to do?
Don't mouth off back.
No, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to wear it more. That's what I'm going to do.
It doesn't bother me anymore. I'm used to you.
That's like when you asked me when I was going to propose. You know what I did?
You made me wait.
I made you wait more.
Well, you showed me. You showed me.
Somebody tells me to zig. What am I going to do?
Zag? Did I get it right?
Look how good a team we are, babe. You do so good.
Thank you, honey.
You're so good.
Don't mess up my spray tan.
You're my Gracie. You're a Gracie Award winner. So
Thank
good. You're so good.
Well, while we did that, our Memorial Day weekend, I have to tell you real quickly about Big Al. If you listen to the Kid Craddock Morning Show, I would assume that a lot of people listening to this podcast also listen to the Kid Craddock Morning Show. But Big Al got to just do the coolest thing over the weekend. Blake Shelton had his person call Al, I guess about a week and a half ago, and asked if he was free this past Friday night because Blake Shelton wanted to send his helicopter down to Waxahachie, Texas, where Al lives, and fly him to Tishomingo, Oklahoma, where Blake Shelton has a bar. And he was doing a charity concert that night for about 300 people and wanted Al to introduce him. And Al thought at first we were pulling a prank on him or somebody was, and I don't blame him for that. I mean, that's like, why would Blake Shelton be calling Big Al? But so Al, he went. Blake Shelton sent his helicopter. We sent Cammie to take pictures and video because we didn't want Al to have to worry about posting things on social media. And when you're so worried about, getting it online, you can't be in the moment. And Al really tried to embrace being present, which I love that. Took his best friend Kirk from high school. And when he got there, he asked Blake, why? Why did you do this? And he said, if you weren't listening, if you heard it, I'm sorry, I'm repeating it. But for those of you who haven't, he said Blake told him that, they were just sitting around talking. And he's like, I don't go on Twitter a lot, but when I do, he said, I see, Big Al's on there tweeting me. He's always got such nice things to say. He's always tweeting me good things. And plus, a lot of people, tell Blake, about Big Al, Big Al, Big Al. He said, Al feels like a friend to me.
Mm-hmm.
And so I want him to come and introduce me. And that's what it was.
That's
It was
really
because
cool.
of Twitter.
Really cool.
So that's just a lesson to people.
Be nice on social media.
A lot of people tweet mean things to get people's attention. And I've had people tweet really mean. I mean, I've gotten a much thicker skin over the years than some people have, but it'll come with time. But, what I found that if they say a mean thing back and you just respond with, I'm sorry you felt that way. I didn't feel like that or something. They'll suddenly turn, oh, I'm sorry, Kelly. I was in a really bad mood. You're my favorite on the show or whatever. And they try to clear it up. But am I going to offer to send my helicopter for you to come and introduce me at my bar in Tishomingo?
Probably not.
Not going to do that. But see, that's what putting good stuff out gets. I just feel like putting that good energy out, it comes back to you. And Al just loves Blake Shelton so much.
He really does.
It's the same thing with me and like the Backstreet Boys. Look how much energy I put out for them. And what happens? You were there. Well, you weren't there. But you heard what happened.
I don't know what happened.
I was on stage with them in Las Vegas.
Oh,
They pulled me out of the crowd in Las Vegas, and I got to dance on stage with Howie D. They serenaded me.
Well, I knew that. I didn't know if that's exactly what you're talking about.
No, I'm just saying, you put a lot of good energy out there. I think sometimes it'll come back to you.
Mm-hmm. No, I think so. You know what surprised me, and I didn't realize this, seeing those pictures of Al standing next to Blake. Blake's a big dude.
He's very tall.
I didn't realize he was so tall.
Yeah, Al's probably, 6'2",
He's about
6'3".
Yeah, I think he's maybe a little taller than me.
Blake Shelton's at least 6'5", 6'6". He's a big guy.
I mean, and he's like bigger than Big Al.
Yeah, he's not fat. He's just a big guy.
He's just a big dude. I didn't realize that. You see people on TV and you can't tell how big they are. And
Gwen Stefani was there, for those asking. I'm sure you were asking. Looked great. I don't think I could pull off what she was wearing. Gwen and I are about the same age. Gwen was wearing hot pants, like these denim cut-off shorts with black fishnet stockings. She looked awesome.
She was looking great.
I don't know if I could pull that off.
She's got it going on.
Could I pull that off for my 25th anniversary party Friday night?
No.
Is that an emphatic no?
No, you could, but
I think people would. I'd look ridiculous.
But you shouldn't. I guess that's what I'm trying to say.
I'm not a rock star.
Well, you're a rock star in your own way, babe.
But I mean, there's just certain things I have to realize I can't pull off, and that's one of them.
I didn't mean no, you can't pull it off.
I can't pull it off. I'd look ridiculous.
You probably shouldn't do it at a 25-year anniversary party,
right?
At which,
well, she did it at a charity fundraiser
where the Honorable Jerry Raspberry is going to be there.
Yeah, my daddy's going to be there.
Your brother's going to be there, and what do you think they're going to think of that buffoonery?
I don't know.
Because think about, on one spectrum, you've got Jerry Raspberry and Ryan Raspberry. And then
my dad, a Sunday school teacher, former head deacon, and my brother, a pastor.
And then on this side,
the devil worshippers.
You got the bad influence Jeffs of the world.
Yeah.
You got the Russ Lowe's of the world. You got the Alan Evanses of the world.
You've got everybody drinking on Bossman George's tab.
And the Bossman Georges of the world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's going to be interesting. My 25th anniversary party is coming up Friday night, because Friday, May 31st, is my literal 25th anniversary on the Kid Craddock Morning Show. And about a year ago, I said I was talking to Bossman George about it.
Yeah.
And I was kind of, joking around. I was kind of showing myself. I said, I either want a bonus check or I want a party or both. Joking. But then I told him, honestly, I'd rather have a party because, money is great. Don't get me wrong. Money's good. But it's not always about the money. My husband, are you having a heart attack? You're agreeing with me about that?
Candy is dandy, but liquor is quicker.
I don't know what that has to do with this. But sometimes it's not about the money. I want the memories, because the thing I've noticed, especially recently, and I don't know if this is I've just become hyper aware of it, is how many people come up to me and tell me about how they listened to me when they were a child. Now here they are, grown adults. And it doesn't make me feel old. it makes me feel good because they were like, my mother would drive me to school and we'd be listening to your show and we would laugh and we would talk about it and we loved Burn Your Buns and all this stuff. And now I'm the adult and I'm driving my daughter to school and we're listening to you. And I'm like, I'm a part of their memories. I'm a part of their good memories. And that's huge.
It's huge.
That's huge to be a part of somebody's memories. And so I'm really into creating a lot of memories right now. That's my jam, is creating memories. And especially I hope I can hold on to them because, I've been paranoid about Alzheimer's. It does run in my family on the female side.
You've got a strong case of the Hashimoto's. But if I can comment on your 25 years.
Please.
I was not around for most of these 25 years. But here's what I can tell you about 25 years. I did spend almost 15 years at one company and cannot imagine doing that for another 10 years. So for you to be at the same, basically the same company, doing the essentially the same job, I think that in itself is an unbelievable accomplishment.
It is for radio.
Yeah, well, I'm saying for anybody.
For anybody, yeah.
For anybody to be at one company and one job and do that job that well for that long is really amazing.
Thank you.
It really is.
Well, it is especially, like I said, in sports. Usually you get traded around or whatever. So for somebody like Troy Aikman to stay with the same team, Dirk Nowitzki, their whole career with the same team, that's a rare
that's always
thing.
Really cool to see that.
And same thing with, radio and TV people, because you're always, on the come up. You're always looking for the next big gig, or you get fired and replaced by somebody younger, or, a new company will buy you and they'll just wipe out the morning show because they want their people. And I was not always secure in my job. Do you know about the boss that wanted me fired? Have I told you that one?
Yeah, you told me.
Yeah. It was right around when I was getting married the first time. And we kept trading owners, and we had a new program director come in, and he did not like me. He just did not like me. And, not everybody's going to like me. That's fine. He just didn't like me on the radio. And he wanted me gone. I was about to get married. And it was just, but I didn't know about this until a little after the fact, thankfully. But I even remember, I didn't understand why he didn't like me. He reminded me so much of Kato Kaelin. If anybody remembers Kato Kaelin.
He was that dumb?
No, he just looked like Kato Kaelin. He looked like a surfer dude. He had the sandy blonde hair.
Was he an airhead?
Messy. No, he was just that surfer dude vibe. I'm saying he looked like Kato Kaelin.
Well, if you wanted to get rid of Kelly Raspberry, you must have been kind of an airhead.
Well, he just didn't like me. He didn't like my personality. But I liked him. I thought he was cool. And I didn't know he didn't like me. Well, I kind of did, because what happened was we were at a concert we were throwing, and I remember going up to him backstage, and I was like, have I done something? Because I get a feeling that have I done something? Because I'm not aware of it. Oh, no, everything's fine. What are you talking about? They're going to, but I tried to address the situation.
Oh, he's a passive aggressive guy?
But come to find out, he was demanding that Kid fire me, and Kid Craddock absolutely refused to do it. He said, I'm not doing the show without Kelly. So he wasn't there very long. I don't even know if he was there.
Well, if he's trying to make bonehead decisions like that, yeah, that makes sense.
Look at you sticking up for me 20 years later. That's so sweet.
Make any sense.
Or however many years it was later. But yeah, I didn't always have job security. But yeah, he's gone and I'm still here.
And you're still plugging away, babe.
Yeah. And Kid Craddock, he passed away 6 years ago. So we were together 19 years.
You're still chugging away, and now you've been relegated to doing this 2-bit podcast with your husband here in front of this plastic pink thing behind us.
Yeah, we might need to invest in a nicer studio. Maybe when we get a bigger operating budget for the podcast.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it should be a fun party. It will be interesting because, yeah, like Alan said, my dad is he's got a lot of opinions about people acting foolish.
You call old Jerry Raspberry. Do you have any questions about any of this, Alan?
But then again, at my wedding, my daddy was out there dancing a little bit.
He was. That was one of my favorite memories. We're all out there in a circle.
It's all about memories.
Dancing. My mom and dad are there. I think your mom she's over there dancing.
My mom would not dance.
She wouldn't dance?
She wouldn't do it.
Okay, well, everyone else was dancing. So we're all in a circle dancing. And then all of a sudden, like freaking Sasquatch comes out of the woods.
Sasquatch with rhythm.
Sasquatch with rhythm and red hair. Jerry Raspberry comes in the middle of the circle with his arms in the air.
He was dancing.
He was dancing.
Isn't that fun? So he might surprise us, Alan. He might not have a problem as long as certain people control themselves.
You think it would be appropriate if I rolled up to your dad and said, would you like me to grab you a Patron shot?
I don't think my daddy would do a shot.
Yeah, probably not. And I probably wouldn't do
And, Boss Man George is only covering drinks till 8 p.m.
Yeah.
And so probably, I'm thinking daddy will call it early. So then you can really get hammered, but it's going to be on our own dime.
I'm not going to get hammered.
Why not? It's my anniversary party.
Well, you should get hammered.
We're going to get an Uber and everything.
Yeah, we're probably going to Uber. But you should get hammered.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah.
It's kind of hard to do that in front of your brother and your dad when they're preachers. We'll get a little bit more to our family dinner real quick. But first, we want to tell you about Brooklinen, a longtime sponsor. Speaking of good memories, we have good memories with Brooklinen for being here with us on the Sandwiches and Lovin podcast since almost the beginning. We love our Brooklinen sheets. And, if you feel like you're not getting a really great night's sleep and you're not, not cool and comfortable, why don't you consider your bedding? Upgrade. You deserve it. You spend about a third of your life between the sheets anyway, if you're lucky. Some of us don't get enough sleep and we should. But it's the quality of 5-star hotel sheets without paying that price. The couple that started this company, Vicky and Rich, that was what their goal was. They were like, why can't we feel like we're sleeping in a resort hotel every night? So they did the mission was to get luxury sheets without the luxury markup, because most bedding you buy is marked up as much as 300%. So now they've got over 35,000 5-star reviews. They are, it's one of the things we get tweeted at most. People message me about their Brooklinen sheets. You were right. I'm so glad I took your advice and ordered the Brooklinens. You can mix and match over 25 colors and patterns. They have the duvet covers too, all the bedding you need to make your bedroom just right.
Yeah. And, babe, I agree. Our Brooklinen sheets, the best, most comfortable sheets I've ever slept on. I'm sleeping better than I ever have in my life. And now it's time for you to upgrade. Brooklinen.com is giving you an exclusive offer. Just for our listeners, it's 10% off your first order and free shipping when you use promo code Kelly, Kellie, at brooklinen.com. Brooklinen is so confident in their product that all of their sheets, comforters, and towels come with a lifetime guarantee or lifetime warranty. The only way to get 10% off your first order and free shipping is to use that promo code Kelly, Kellie, at brooklinen.com. That's BROOKLINEN.com. Promo code Kelly. Brooklinen. These really are the best sheets ever.
Thank you, babe.
Better know they are.
So my brother, the preacher, the good kid in the family, he has 4 children. And the oldest, Riley, my niece Riley, she's 22 now, and she's about to become Mrs. Cordero. She's getting married August 31st.
At 22 years old.
In Land O'Lakes, Florida.
That's young.
And it's an outdoor wedding.
In August or something, right?
August 31st.
Ooh.
It's going to be hot. But it's going to be beautiful. She's very excited, and I love her, and I'm going to be there, and I'm not going to complain about the heat, not even once.
Really?
I'm not.
Really?
I'm not. I'm going to keep my mouth shut because it's her day, and I want her to feel really special. So I'm going to tell you, and then my nephew Braden brought home his girlfriend, Valeria. No, it's Valeria? Valeria's. Val. We call her Val.
I'll stick with Val.
Valeria, because she's Brazilian? Brazilian.
I thought she was Nicaraguan.
One of those. So anyway, and, I didn't say anything, but I have a feeling he was bringing her home to meet the family because the groundwork's being laid.
No pun intended.
For an engagement. And a lot of people are questioning, why are they getting married so young? They're 22, and he's not even 21 yet, I don't think. I think he's going to be 21 on his next
20?
birthday.
Braden's 20?
I think he's going to be 21 on his next birthday in September.
I didn't realize that.
But here's the thing. My parents were married very young, like 19 and 17. Not because they had to. My mother didn't have me till she was 19. They just wanted to get married, and they were in love. My brother got married the summer after he graduated from college to Lori at about 22, same age as Riley is now. And all of them are still married. So it's not like a recipe for disaster. Not everybody has to do the starter kit marriage. But I'll tell you the thing is, my family, very religious, and a lot of very religious kids get married young.
Mhm.
Because you know what? Just because they're religious doesn't mean they don't want to do it. But they want to do it within the confines of marriage. So that's a big reason why a lot of really religious kids get married so young, because they don't want to have the guilt associated with having sex outside of marriage, but they want to have sex just like everybody else, you know? I haven't talked to my niece about that. I don't want to embarrass her, but that's what it is. And I'm not worried. I think they're going to have a great marriage. I think they're going to be fine.
Everybody does it differently.
Everybody does it differently.
There is no recipe that's the exact recipe that's going to work for everybody.
I got married first time at 34 or 35. I have to do the math. Mine didn't work out.
It was 27 for me. But I'll tell you what, if I had got married at 17 or 18, that definitely wouldn't have worked.
Well, you know, it's different time and different mentalities. But, you know, I'm proud of them.
Well, I can't say that. Maybe it would have worked. Yeah, like I said, you just don't know. You don't. I think the age has less to do with it than the person, the chemistry, the
commitment,
the
commonalities,
and those major beliefs that you have,
life goals. Because the thing is with my brother and his wife, they were both ministry focused. My brother, his goal was to work with the youth ministry. That was his goal. He wanted to be a pastor in some capacity. His wife, her dream was to be a pastor's wife and to work within a ministry. So when you have that kind of goal, it makes sense. Same thing with my niece and nephew, both ministry minded, missionary minded. And so they've got that common goal. I think a lot of people who get married when they're 19 and 20, 21 years old, and they haven't quite figured out their life's path so definitively, what happens is they grow in different directions in their 20s, and then they don't recognize each other, and they want different things by the time they hit 30.
You know, their eyes are open a little bit, I guess. They see they see the world a little bit, you know. So they say, oh, there's more out there than I thought there was.
I'm not worried about them getting married early, because I know where their hearts are, and I completely understand that. So
yeah,
any of you religious kids that need me to talk to your parents, I will do that, because I understand. I get it. But what did you think about dinner the other night?
Oh, it's great as always.
Ain't my family fun? My brother's so funny.
Your mom always fixes great stuff. She fixed a chicken salad this time that was amazing.
Yeah, she's such a good cook.
What's so funny though, I like to observe her grandkids are always trying to get her to do bits. They want your mother to do bits.
Yeah, they like using Snapchat filters on my mother.
They want her to dab. They want her to do like boneless. They want her to do Orange Justice. They want her to do the man filter in Snapchat.
Yeah, my mom's really funny.
It's so funny. Yeah.
My mother is, I mean, truly, people that don't know, I mean, once you get to know my mother, I have people tell me all the time, your mom is so funny. She's hilarious. I think that's where I get my sense of humor. I know it's not the same type of humor, but I do get my sense of humor from my mother.
Yours is a little more lewd.
I do not have a lewd sense of humor. I do not.
Radio people are notorious for being lewd. What are you talking about?
I'll tell you, I'm not lewd, but
the radio industry is full of lewd people.
It is. That's what I'm saying.
Thank you.
I don't blush at a dirty joke.
You want to hear a dirty joke?
Not right now on the podcast. I know. But I'm not like I'm not really easily offended. I don't think I'm necessarily lewd, but a dirty joke or something I can usually take it, because I've been exposed to it so much. Let me tell you, when I first started in radio, I was 19 years old. I had gone to Florence Christian School. I went to Liberty University for 1 year until my scholarship ran out and I couldn't afford it anymore. And I dropped out of college for a year, for a few years, because I transferred to a state university. And it was just complete culture shock. I had our professor, like within the first week of school, to get to know everybody, he invited everybody in the class over to his house for a kegger. And I was like, what's going on? These people are drinking.
That's kind of lewd. That would get you into big trouble nowadays.
Well, this is a long time ago. And just a lot of things were going on, a lot of partying and the frat parties. And I had like a culture shock. I ended up dropping out of school for a while, but I got into radio and a lot of cussing in radio. And seriously, I'm not lying. The DJs would cuss in front of me and I would wince and blink because I couldn't believe they were saying those words, and they thought that was the funniest thing ever. And so at first they were when they realized it was like making me freak out, they were respectful, but then they thought it was a cool party trick. Well, what happens after you hear a cuss word enough? You get desensitized to it.
You become numb.
You become numb to it. And then you start cussing. That's what happens.
See, that's lewd.
That's what happens.
I wouldn't do that.
What, cuss?
Yeah.
Well, that's why I don't like the kids playing violent video games.
You're supposed to say I cuss every podcast.
I know you do, but I think everybody knows
No,
that.
but I haven't. I haven't cussed on this one.
Not today. I said ass.
Again?
That's why I don't like video games that are violent, because I think it desensitizes kids to that, and the scary movies, the gory movies. I don't like that. I want people to be disgusted and freaked out by gross things like that. I don't want it to be commonplace. All right. Let me get real briefly, because I talked about it. Our dog, Larry.
Oh, we're going to do another thing before we do this, huh?
Yeah,
Okay.
well, we've got tons of stuff still. I mean, we're plowing through, baby. We're getting it done.
Okay.
Our dog, Larry, our rescue dog, Larry, I love and adore. And I just love him. I didn't think I was going to have place in my heart to replace George, my last dog. But after about 1.5 years, my heart was ready. And we found Larry, or Larry found us, and he's wonderful. Larry, we don't know his backstory. He was discovered wandering in a field covered in fleas and burrs, and just a skinny little thing. And based upon his teeth, they estimate he was anywhere from 1 year to 18 months old. That's all we knew. And so I don't know his history. He came to us. He was a little skittish.
He's still skittish.
And my mistake, I kind of put him around too many people too quickly. I think we had a swap party and he ended up pooping on the floor, and Susan stepped in it and it went all over the house. It was my bad. I wasn't mad at the dog. I should have, we shouldn't have done that. He's always growled at our daughters, my daughter mostly because she's here more, and just, we don't understand. She's not done a thing to him.
It's the weirdest thing.
I mean, honestly, and Alan will back me up. He,
Yeah.
He would be like, "You're in denial. She does this to him." No. She literally has never done a thing to that dog. She will walk into the room and he's suddenly.
But I was telling people,
it's just like, what is going on?
I was telling people at the party, like he barks at her, but it's not you can tell he's not doing like savage. Is that the right word?
Yeah, he's not.
He's not being mean about it, but he's raising hell. He raises a lot of hell.
But then, and she gets upset and she's like, "I don't like Larry anyway."
Yeah.
I was like, "Just get down with him." And when she'll call him over, he'll tuck his tail down like he's scared of her, and he'll come up and let her pet him, and then it's fine. And then other days, like when she was petting him the other day and he was acting like everything's fine, he suddenly snarled
He turned
at
around
her.
and snarled at her. But here's what makes.
But I think he's got a sensitive tummy from allergies. I think she might have hit a soft
But
spot.
here's what makes this even weirder. Okay, so we have 2 boys. He's like the biggest buddies with the boys. I mean, when the boys come down to get ready in the morning for school,
Right.
he goes over, says hello, sniffs them. They go over in the ottoman, put their shoes on. He jumps up on the ottoman with them and is trying to get them to play. He jumps up on the ottoman, jumps down, jumps up. He's trying to get them to play.
Yeah.
He looks at them like they're his, I guess, litter mates or something.
And he loves me. It's not about being a female, because he adores me. I mean, this dog can't get close enough to me. I love this dog.
And then he kind of just tolerates me. I mean, he's fine with me, but he's just kind of quiet.
He's a little, he kind of does his tail with you sometimes. I guess because you're alpha dog and he's kind of like bowing to you or something. I'm just his playmate.
But it's just really strange.
So yeah, I'm just like, and then he started peeing and pooping in the house again. All of a sudden, we got where we trusted him because we have the doggy door. He knows where it is. He goes outside. And then suddenly we're like, why does the kids' room smell like pee?
Oh my God.
And it's the girls' rooms.
Poor Brooke's room.
It's the girls' rooms.
I took the carpet cleaner up there today and it almost knocked us over. It smells so bad up there. It smells like a freaking dog kennel in there.
Because when we were leave for the day thinking he's got this because he hasn't had an accident in forever, he would run upstairs and go to the bathroom in Brooke's room. Brooke's not here during the school year, but every Thursday and every other weekend. So it would be just sitting there. We didn't know.
Mm-hmm. I found petrified turds up there before.
Yeah. So we don't know what's going on. What is it with girls?
I don't know. It is a puzzle.
It is a puzzle. So I was like,
I wish we could call Cesar.
I know Cesar Milan, but I don't think we can afford it.
I was watching the Dog Whisperer. It's on. Did you know it's on Saturdays? Every Saturday they have a marathon.
Are they all repeats?
I don't know.
Could we apply for it and maybe we could apply for it? But I had a listener. She follows a pet psychic on Instagram, and she said you need to follow her. I was like, oh, I'll DM her. And I did. And I said, you wouldn't happen to be in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, would you? And she's actually like in San Diego or something. But she says she does psychic readings over the phone for pets. I am this close.
So how does that work?
I don't know. I guess she feels the energy. I don't know. I'm just desperate. So our choices are calling the doggy psychic over the phone, who's probably going to charge me a lot of money, or trying to get on a TV show where Cesar Milan can figure out what's wrong with our dog.
Cesar Milan would get to the bottom of this. I don't know how.
It's a unique problem.
I don't know what he would say, but he would figure this one out.
But you know what? It's a unique problem, and so maybe it's one. Because I'm sure he gets the same thing over and over and over and over again. So this is a unique problem that he might be willing to tackle. Maybe we should go that route. Anybody got a connection with Cesar Milan?
So anyway,
anybody got a connection with a TV casting company with dogs with behavioral problems? Give us a shout out.
Yeah, it's like when I asked everybody to give me a connection that knew somebody who designed air conditioning for cars, and it was chirp, 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 chirp on that.
When did you ask for that?
Well, because we were having the debate on should you use the auto or should you use the fan.
Oh my goodness, that argument, that's ridiculous. We all know that I was right on that.
Don't be so dismissive to your husband's cooling needs.
Well, you're dismissive to my cooling needs.
Oh, no, I just don't like the air blowing that hard.
Whatever. You know what I need in my life?
You need support.
I need support from my man and from my bra. I got a mammogram today. Ladies, you need to get your mammogram if you haven't done that. It's very important for peace of mind. But before I got my mammogram, I took off my Third Love bra. It's so comfortable.
I get 3.
I almost forgot. Huh?
Nothing.
It's so comfortable you forget you're wearing it. Third Love bras. I really do hear from a lot of our listeners who say, oh my gosh. I had one lady tell me she finally gave in. She ordered like 10 of them, 10 at once, because she wanted to take advantage of the discount code that I'm about to tell you about. And she returned a couple because Third Love has a great return policy as well. But here's the thing about Third Love. They want you to have the best fitting bra, the most comfortable bra you're ever going to have in your entire life. They have the perfect fit finder quiz. And they use the data from the women who take this quiz. And because the millions of women have done that, they have been able to design a bra that has the most bra sizes in the industry, 78 officially as of right now, and continuing to grow. Their bands range from sizes 30 to 48 inches, from cups AA to I. This is one of the largest ranges in the bra industry. And these sizes are available in 5 of Third Love's most loved classic styles that include these from the 24/7 collection: the classic t-shirt bra, the cotton t-shirt bra, everyday lace t-shirt, the lace back t-shirt, and the lace balconette, which has got a little sexy vibe to it. Third Love bras are beautiful. And they're just as beautiful for the size B cup to that I. Because they want every woman to feel good and feel beautiful in the lingerie. And they don't charge you more for the larger sizes. It's the same price point. If you get the classic t-shirt bra in an A, it's going to cost the same in an I. Because Third Love's like, why should we charge you more? Why would we penalize you for having a bigger bra size? It's so comfortable. I promise you, it's going to be the most comfortable bra you ever had. My friend Deontay said it's the best nursing bra she's ever owned. Third Love has so many options, and I want you to check it out, and I want you to take advantage of our special offer so you can get a little discount.
Because Third Love knows, babe, there's a perfect bra for everyone. So right now they're offering our listeners 15% off your first order.
So order a lot.
Yes. Go to thirdlove.com/sandwich now to find your perfect fitting bra. Get 15% off your first purchase. That's thirdlove.com/sandwich for 15% off today.
Now, the last thing I want to get to, because I did promise it, and Alan's so excited about it. He's so glad I saved this for almost like the dessert of the podcast, is The Bachelorette. Hannah Brown. Guys, if you're not watching it, please go back. You're only like 3 episodes behind. It's so fun. The guys are, some of them are so batshit. Ooh, I meant to say bat blank crazy, and I came out the wrong way. Oh no!
Vulgar.
I meant to bleep.
Vulgar.
I meant to bleep the S part.
Lewd.
I meant to bleep that.
See?
I meant to
I
go
told y'all.
bat bleep crazy.
Hey, I told y'all.
I meant to say bat bleep crazy.
Radio.
But so fun. So fun. This one guy that he thought he had this instant connection with her is now like, that's my woman. And I can't stand watching her make out with all these other guys. And what she said that I thought was really interesting, I think this should be mandatory dating manual for women, is that
Paula Grooms refers to it a lot.
I'm telling you, because there's so many lessons to be learned here about dating. But she was saying how, she loved that confidence. She thought the confident man was very sexy. But there's a fine line with it being the sexiest thing ever and the most annoying thing ever. Because he went from confident to cocky and demanding and kind of domineering and cutting her off. And she didn't like that. And you know what she told him? Fix it. Fix it. And you know what? Now he's in a position where he's having to work for her. And I think that's a lesson too. The woman has to make a man kind of work for it and not put it all out there for him all the time.
Yeah.
So many lessons to be learned from the Bachelorette and the Bachelor. Plus, it's just so damn entertaining.
It is funny, especially that Cam.
Cam is creepy.
It's extremely creepy.
Yeah, he's always gonna be Cam.
He's always
gonna be Cam.
He's always. You know what you shouldn't do as a man ever? You shouldn't lurk, and you shouldn't leer. Don't lurk, guys. Ever it never works for you. Don't lurk. Don't leer. If you can stop doing those two things,
you got a better shot.
You got a better chance.
Let's
face it, you got a better chance.
But some of these guys, oh man, some of them are so freaking hot. Jed is the front runner. I think everybody thinks he's the front runner. I'm having trouble remembering everybody's names. But the one that's the football player that told her, that feeling I got when I ran out the tunnel onto the field. Yeah. That's the same feeling I get when I look at you. I'm like, yes, that's the best. And then this last week, he had her touch his booty because it's really tight from working out. He is so dang good looking, but he is trouble. And he is the trouble you want to get in trouble with. He's like one of those disposables. Like, you just want to mess around with him. I don't know if you want to marry him. You know what I mean?
Ladies, just go buy a dildo. That's a lot easier.
Alan!
What?
No!
You just said disposable.
I didn't mean, no, Alan, don't say stuff like that. No. I didn't. That is not the same thing. I meant it's fun. He's a fun guy to hang around. It's like you have girls you date and not marry. I'm saying he's a guy you would date and not marry. But
why do you get so upset? Millions of Americans.
Don't say it again.
I'm not, but millions of Americans use products in the comfort of their homes. Okay. There's nothing to be ashamed of.
All right. Well, a little interesting fact about the Bachelor and Bachelorette that they have to leave, as Cam reminded Hannah. He had to leave his job to come do this show. And a lot of them have to do that. Because
Who did?
Cam.
Oh, okay.
Well, how are you going to take off for a month or two?
Right.
Is your job going to let you do that? I mean,
I work for myself.
Before.
Yeah.
No. Your corporate job wouldn't let you do that. Well, the thing is,
they wouldn't let you go to lunch.
They come in hopes of finding love if they're there for the right reasons, which we hear to death. But let's be honest, they're coming because some of them are like, hey, why not? It'd be cool to be on TV and maybe I'll get famous. But a lot of them are looking at it as a money-making opportunity because they do not get paid for being on the show. They have to bring their own wardrobes. They have to go out, and some of the past contestants admit now they were borrowing clothes from friends. They would buy things and leave the tags on because they have to look great in so many different scenarios. You have to have evening gown. You have to have sportswear. You have to have bikini wardrobe. Heaven help you if you see twice in the same outfit on the show. So it does cost them a lot of money. Their ultimate goal is, if you see what a lot of the Bachelorettes have done, they become social media influencers. And they're making 6 and 7 figures.
Isn't everybody now a social media influencer?
I'm telling you, I think there's gonna be a saturation point for that at sometime soon. Yeah. It's like everybody's doing it, but yeah, that's where their end goal is they do the club appearances, and now the women are doing the social media influencing.
Mm-hmm. I can believe that. That's why they go on the show, to try to get a jump start on their social media. I mean, that's a big part of it.
Or for love.
Right.
Some of them are there for the right reasons, Alan.
Right. Is that all you got with The Bachelor, Beth?
Yeah, I mean, because I know you haven't really watched it.
I've watched it. I watched like.
You didn't watch this past week. We didn't watch because Monday night was Memorial Day and we were having the party, so I had to go back and watch it without you.
Well,
So-
you never told me you did that.
Well, but you weren't even here. I was just kind of watching it real quick.
Okay.
Like, I'm going to get you to sit down for 2 hours and watch.
We should sit down and watch shows together. We need a show we can watch together. And then it turns out you just watched it by yourself.
Okay, so you'll watch with me Monday night. You just committed.
Yeah, I did last time.
But you're on your phone the whole time.
My phone the whole time.
Here you are.
Well,
You don't even realize it.
maybe some of the time.
Will you watch it actively and not passively with me so we can talk about it?
Hey, you're lucky I'm just in the room.
And that's why I didn't tell you I watched it yesterday.
No, I'll watch it with
I
you.
want you to be excited about it with me. So
Okay.
y'all watch it so we can talk about it. It's
I want to
really
watch
fun.
that Motley Crue thing. We've never sat down and
Dirt.
watched that thing on
Okay, let's do it.
on Netflix.
Let's not do it tonight.
Well, we can't do it. I got to pass out here in 10 minutes.
Let's do it tomorrow night. We don't have anything tomorrow night. We don't have the kids.
Yeah. Okay. Tomorrow
It's
night.
our last.
There you go. No.
Yeah, because then Friday night's my party. Yeah, we'll do it tomorrow night.
Friday night's the night of buffoonery.
And then we get the kids back. So that's what we're doing. We got a date. We're going to watch Dirt, and we can talk about that on the podcast. It's the Motley Crue story. So if y'all haven't seen it on Netflix, go watch it. We'll talk about it next podcast.
Yeah.
Now we have a homework assignment. We have to watch it.
Oh, we got one more thing we need to mention, then we need to bring it home for Jerome.
Okay.
Podcast listeners, you have been instrumental in helping A Sandwich and Some Lovin achieve 25,000 Instagram followers.
Yay!
Yay! So Kelly and I are going to post a picture celebrating 25,000 listeners. It's not going to be a very highly produced picture.
It's basically what we look like right now.
It's basically what we look like
recording
right
this podcast.
Right. But what we want you to do is go out there. If you like the picture, like it, tag 3 friends.
3.
3. Tag 3 friends that you want to know about A Sandwich and Some Lovin' and how they should join our 25,000 strong family.
And based on the picture we're posting, why wouldn't they want to be part of this?
I mean, look at us. Why wouldn't they want to follow this?
Oh, no.
So
Maybe I should have made an effort.
you got Pioneer Woman and this guy over here looks like a cholo.
I had to get a spray tan. I got a party Friday.
So get out there, like the picture, tag 3 friends, and Kelly and I will randomly draw one of those people to win a Fab Fit Fun box valued at
over $300.
over
Do you
$300.
want them to- If they don't follow us, do they need to follow us too? If you're not following us, you need to follow us too, right? That's part of the fun,
Part of the fun.
right? You want them to follow us too,
Yeah.
because that's we want more than 25,000.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a FabFitFun box. Actually, somehow I got 2 because I'm keeping one for myself because FabFitFun is so awesome. But I got one that I opened, and just because I wanted to be able to show.
Is this the one we're giving away?
This is the one I'm giving away. I haven't kept
What is
anything
this?
out of it. It's
This is very suspect. It's a purple tube of some type of. Oh, okay. It's an ultraviolet brightening purple clay mask.
Yeah, the thing about I'm tearing up the packaging now, so I can get it with a little bit torn paper. So forgive me for that.
Hey, look where it's made, babe.
Australia.
Good eye, mate. All
But
right.
they've got really cool things in here. If you're a fan of living proof products, there's some nourishing styling cream, exfoliating foot mask. There is a beach bag. There's a beach towel. There's some Coola SPF. There's the Grace of Stella spray all day. There's everything that came in the FabFitFun box we're going to give away because I got 2 of them and I want you to enjoy it just as much as I enjoyed mine. There's even some jewelry in here, this one. So anyway, yeah, we're going to package that up. We're going to draw somebody. Alan said there's like some random number generator program or something. So
I'm
we're
gonna
going to have
count
0.
I'm going to count all those comments, all those posts, all those people who posted or liked it, posted, and then tag 3 friends. I'm going to use my little random number generator, and I'm going to count down and pick out the one.
Yeah, so if you've ever wanted to get a FabFitFun box, this is where you can get one for free from us. I'm sharing my love with you and thanking you for following us on Instagram, which Alan actually runs that A Sandwiches and Lovin' page. So I give you all the credit for that. There, I was giving you credit, babe. Giving you credit.
Thank you. Thank you.
I'm acknowledging you,
Thank you.
which is based on the information you received in our last podcast.
Yes. All right, babe. Well, this was fun. This was a lot of fun. We covered a lot of ground
We
here.
had a lot to get to today.
We had a lot to get to. You were relatively lewd on this podcast.
I was not nearly as lewd as you. You always trump me on that department.
Why you got to bring him into this? Why do you got to talk about that?
Because
Why do you have to talk about
because
that? Why do you have to talk about
according
that?
to John Voight, he's the greatest president since Abraham Lincoln.
Why are you talking in Pastor Sam voice?
I don't know.
What are you doing?
I don't know. Have y'all seen that? John Voight gotten a lot of heat for that this week. Angelina Jolie's dad.
Yeah, that's right. I forgot about that.
Yeah, he's a huge Trump fan, and he said he's going on record, man. He's like, I'm a supporter. I'm gonna tell you right now, he is the finest president since Abraham Lincoln.
Well, there you go.
Maybe, see, I love Ronald Reagan. That was my favorite.
Maybe we could get an opposing viewpoint.
We're not that kind of podcast.
We're not that kind. That's why I was surprised you brought up his name.
I didn't. You did.
Why
that made me think of John Voight.
Why are you being so controversial?
Gosh. What's more controversial, honestly? I'm going to tell you what's more controversial. It is more controversial to talk about Donald Trump than it is for you to talk about dildos.
I could go on ad nauseum about dildos if you really wanted me to.
I really don't.
Well, so
as much as I want to go on about Donald Trump.
Don't throw that.
I'm just saying it's more controversial.
Don't throw that down because I will. I'll talk about it.
I'm not challenging you. Why are you acting like that? That was not a challenge.
Oh, okay. I was trying to make it into a challenge.
I know better.
All right, babe. I love you desperately. This is a great way to sign off here. Yeah. I love all our listeners desperately. And,
thanks for putting up with that lewdness and buffoonery.
Go out there and check out our Instagram at A Sandwich and Some Lovin', our YouTube channel, A Sandwich and Some Lovin'. And I'm sure we will do this again real soon. And in the immortal words of the great Keanu Reeves, life is good when you have a good sandwich. Bye. 102.
See, you were thinking I had too much.
I give you too much. Too much. Dun, 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 dun.
This is all trash.
Dun, dun, dun. Dun.
Right.
Wadded up white napkin. Lewd.
It's covered in Dr. Pepper. Or root beer.
Root beer. Root beer. Oh.
All right. I'm Michael. I appreciate you sending me the what would you call it?
Michael's referring to them as Cliff's
notes.
Hey, Starla.
Thank you. I'm going to use those tonight. Thank you so much.
Starla, our friend Starla Stone from Maybank, Texas. She is on in the live studio audience here.
We saw your tornado picture.
That was amazing, Starla. You got, how far was that thing? I mean, it had to be, what was
really
that?
Close.
Like half a mile away? That was crazy. That picture was nuts.
Y'all go look at her. Tell them, is it Pink? What is her
Pink Chair Salon.
Pink Chair Salon. Go look at it on Instagram. You can see how close she was to the tornado. Okay, I'm gonna leave this basket fun box here, okay? And I'll get it mailed up.
Oh, I gotta post our I need to take a picture. Well, should I take a picture of that?
If you want to. Because that's what they can win. Do it on the slideshow. So I need to take it back out.
Okay. No, I'll do it, man. It's not a big deal. I can do it.
All right. Well, I'm going to go get ready for bed. Thank y'all for joining us. And thank you, Michael.
Yeah. Thanks, guys. Thanks, Michael, Julie. Where's Kim? I haven't seen Kim in a while. She's our other wench.
This?
Wrench. Huh?
What is this?
I don't know.
Why do you open it?
Well, because it says Kelly Raspberry.
Have you opened all my mail?
No, I know.
It's a toll tag, honey. Can you go put it on my car?
He mailed you a toll tag?
Yes, they take care of all that.
Wow.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yes.
That's freaking awesome.
Did it come today?
No, like yesterday.
All right. Well, I didn't drive it today, so that's okay.
This is for the van or for the
new van.
Wow.
And you know where I like it? Underneath that mirror. Well, you didn't want to put it there.
I'll put it where I want to put it. That's what I will do. I will put it there. I'll put it there, man.
Along with some instructions.
Hey, look, guys. Here's bad influence Jeff after our party. Passed out in the easy chair. Let's see if I can show y'all.
What is this one? When it comes to the car, honey, you can open this stuff.
Yeah, I know. I just hadn't got to it yet. Hello, Becky. Yeah, Abraham, pay is passed
We should
out.
keep that in our records.
Yeah.
Is there anything else up here I need to open?
All right, guys. Sam, my man.
Hey, Sam. Good night, Sam.
Michael, you passed out at the Bachelorette party. All right, guys. Thanks for being here. We appreciate it. It's a lot more fun to do podcasts when there's actually a couple people watching, so we appreciate it. Hopefully you thought it was fun. It's hard to believe we got 25,000 followers on that Instagram now. We started that from 0. Well, of course, everybody starts at 0, but it's just funny to think about that we started at 0. And then I think we're around 4 million downloads now or something. I haven't checked it in a while, but things are going pretty well. We're still debating the 2 nights a week thing. We're not sure about that. If that's a long-term strategy that is sustainable. So we're still kicking that around. We're still going to keep doing 2 probably through the summer, but we may scale it back once school starts again. I'm not sure. We'll have to see. Just between me and you guys in the fence post. Okay, I'm going to upload the file here and take a picture of that FabFitFun stuff. Post on Instagram. You guys get out there and follow if you don't, like, and then tag 3 friends, and we'll pick a winner. Pick a winner. Lead. Vulgar. Okay, guys. Thanks for watching. We'll talk to y'all soon. Hold on, I gotta do my little emoji. Oh, here's a good one. I like this guy. There he is. All right. Night, y'all.